Go, 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 go. And we're live, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the SF Bay Area Sports Talk channel. Hope everyone's having a fantastic day today. The San Francisco 49ers have done it. They have defeated the Las Vegas Raiders 37-34 in overtime as Robbie Gould, good as gold, kicks the game-winning 23-yard game-winning field goal in overtime. What a game. This was a back-and-forth game, a very exciting game. Was not the best game for the 49ers defense. You know, very uncharacteristic for our defense to give up as many yards to Stidham and, you know, 3 touchdowns I think it was he had. But, you know, you give credit to the Raiders. You know, they put up a pretty good fight and gave us everything we had in this game. And it was a great challenge, you know, and I think Brock Purdy really answered the challenge in this game. You know, he answered adversity. 49ers at one point had trailed by 10. So, you know, getting a chance to see Brock Purdy play from behind, you know, it didn't change how he went out there and played. He continued to be relaxed, make his throws. And you know, there were a few mistakes he made today and some plays, you know, that had some missed opportunities. But still, overall, I think he played very well. Another great game for Brock Purdy. And what a game for the 49ers as we win our 9th consecutive game and defeat the Raiders. For the 49ers, first time in Las Vegas to take on the Raiders. What a game. And for the 49ers, they still have an opportunity to get the number 1 seed in the NFC with the Eagles losing and the Vikings losing today. So that is very exciting. The possibility of potentially having home field advantage all throughout the playoffs. Welcome in, everyone, to the 49ers post-game show. The 49ers get it done. What's going on? AM Echo Sky. Hello, Travis, and Happy New Year to you. Wow, I just did not see that one coming. I'm right there with you. Happy New Year to you. And, you know, when I look at this game, yeah, it was disappointing, you know, to see our number 1 defense, you know, have an uncharacteristic game. You know, the Raiders were the first team all year to put up these kind of numbers against our number 1 defense. So, you know, I give them credit, putting up a good fight. You know, I believe that we would win this game, but, you know, I did not think that the Raiders would take us to, you know, our limits. I mean, this game, yeah, you know, it was so close to potentially losing this game. You know, Gould, uncharacteristic for him to miss that, I think it was 41-yard field goal at the end of regulation. And then the Raiders win the overtime toss. So, you know, you didn't know how this game was going to go. And you know, Stidham, man, you know, he was impressive today. He played very well. And I mean, to do it against our number 1 defense, the Raiders ran the football well, you know, against our number 1 rushing defense. So, you know, when I look at this game, yeah, I mean, I'm disappointed in, you know, how our defense played. You didn't think that this game was going to be as stressful and as close as it ended up being, but a win is a win. And this was an important game. You know, 49ers, I mean, home field advantage is a big deal. You know, if you can have that opportunity to play at home in the playoffs, you know, it's a huge opportunity. And so really happy to get the win, and you know, we get bragging rights. You know, always fun going up against the Raiders. You know, one of the most exciting games. You look forward to this matchup. Only happens once every 4 years. In the last matchup, 49ers winning in a rout. I think it was 34-3. Nick Mullins threw 3 touchdowns that game back on November 1st, 2018. So that was a fun one. And here we are on New Year's, the 49ers in Las Vegas, Raiders 49ers get the huge win in overtime, 37-34, as Robbie Gould, good as gold, kicks the game-winning 23-yard field goal in overtime. What a game. What a win. San Francisco 49ers faithful. How's it going? Douglas? Bang, bang, Niner gang faithful from Orlando. That is what's up. Welcome in from Orlando, Florida. Happy New Year. Appreciate that. Happy New Year to everyone. Great way to start out the new year as a sports fan, as a 49ers fan. You come out here in one of the most exciting games, 49ers and Raiders, and a back and forth game, an absolutely nail biter game. And the San Francisco 49ers get the job done. Certainly wasn't easy. And the Raiders, give them credit. They put up a really good fight and made it very tough. But, you love these challenges. And certainly expected this to be a really good game. And that's exactly what it was. It was a close game, a nail biter. I mean, so many lead changes back and forth. And, our defense, we gave up a ton of points. But, there were moments in the game where we stepped up, got huge stops, got turnovers, had a couple huge interceptions, and the huge one in overtime. That's a situation in the game. The Raiders, they have momentum after the missed Robbie Gould field goal. Then the Raiders win the toss. So that was a huge moment in the game in overtime, to get the football back. And the 49ers, they were able to drive all the way down the field, get right there to make it a really, wouldn't say easy, but very manageable 23-yard field goal attempt for Robbie Gould. And I feel so good that he was able to get the opportunity to win the game in overtime, because missing that 41-yard field goal, certainly didn't feel good. And you would have hated to potentially lose this game and then be thinking back to the magnitude of that kick. And again, this game had a lot of huge stakes at stake. 49ers trying to put themselves in great position in the NFC, trying to get to the 2 seed or potentially number 1 seed. I do believe that with the win today and with the Vikings losing, we are the 2 seed now. So that's very exciting. And just one game out from potentially getting the number 1 seed. That would be so exciting. And it would be huge, to potentially have home field advantage. If we end up playing against the Eagles in an NFC championship. But even if we have to go on the road in the playoffs, I have incredible confidence in this 49ers team. They can get the job done, whether it's at home or on the road. So really looking forward to it with one more game to go, finish out the season strong, and we are going to be ready to go for that wild card round. Or potentially, we get the number 1 seed. We are able to skip the wild card round. Certainly going to be very interesting this last week of the season. Let's go, 49ers faithful. Welcome in, everyone, to the 49ers post-game show. The San Francisco 49ers get the huge win in Las Vegas, 37-34. What a game. What a win for the San Francisco 49ers. And that makes it 9 wins in a row. It has been amazing. To think back when we were 3-4 and to have gone on this amazing run and to be where we are now at 12-4 and an opportunity to get the number 1 seed. What a game today. What a win. Welcome in. What's going on, Matthew Navarro? My blood pressure during the 4th quarter. Yeah, this was a nail biter. This was a stressful game, and it's one of those games where, this means a lot to us. Of course, the rivalry and to us fans. To be able to win this game really means a lot, and to have the bragging rights, and it's such a great rivalry, and even with the Raiders moving from the Bay Area, that these games are always one of the most exciting games, and they only happen once every 4 years. And so this was a fun one. This was an absolute fun one. One of the most exciting football games that you are ever going to see. And, I'm never going to forget this one. This is certainly a game that we will be watching on replay over the years to look back at what an incredible classic game, 49ers and Raiders, that this one was. And what a win. What a win for the San Francisco 49ers. They come from behind in this game. They played incredible football the offense looked great. Defense, they certainly did not play up to the standard of this number one defense. So that's, I think, an area of this game that certainly we definitely could improve there. So very uncharacteristic for our number one defense to give up as many yards and points against this Raiders team. We've been able to shut down really good offenses, but in today's game, you go into Las Vegas for New Year's, it's the defense just it was uncharacteristic. So I think you look forward to seeing the defense bounce back strong next Sunday, taking on the Arizona Cardinals in the final game before the playoffs. And what a game today. I mean, this was one of the most exciting 49ers games and most classic 49ers Raiders games that you are ever going to see. Welcome in, everyone. Do you think Purdy was tested today? Welcome in, Ease Niner. Great question. Love the question. And, I definitely think I would say so. I think that this was a great challenge for Purdy. When you look at, coming from behind in this game, coming from behind down 10 points, I think Purdy, he continued to play well. And it was a great opportunity to see how Brock Purdy was going to do when playing from behind. And I think he did an incredible job today, to come back to tie the game. And the 49ers, they kept putting the pressure, putting points up. And so this was a back and forth game. And I love seeing how Brock Purdy responded. Great game for him. Over 284 passing yards. The interception, it's one of those plays where, he was on a deep throw. And there was two defenders on Kittle essentially there. And so, Purdy could have, I think, placed the ball better there. But, those things are going to happen. I think it was only his second interception that he has thrown here in, I think, 5 games it's been. So, Purdy played very well today and certainly answered the challenge. Coming from behind, 49ers played very well. And it was terrific. It was great to come back. And, despite the mistakes that we made, we had opportunities and in overtime stepped up, made a huge play. Gibson Sr. to get the interception. What a play for Gibson and what a moment. And that the 49ers, they are able to drive down the field and get it to a manageable 23-yard field goal attempt. And Robbie Gould kicks the game-winning field goal to send the 49ers to their 9th consecutive victory. What a game and what a win today as the 49ers defeat the Las Vegas Raiders 37-34. Welcome in, everyone, to the 49ers post-game show. Glad you joined us to break down this exciting game. One of the most exciting San Francisco 49ers games that you are ever going to see. A back and forth game and against the Raiders. This is a game to remember. Game that we are going to look back, watch on replay. It was a back and forth game. And again, the defense, very uncharacteristic. That's one of the things about this game. Uncharacteristic to see our number one defense give up as many yards and points to this Raiders team. So I think, seeing how this 49ers defense, I think we're going to bounce back strong next Sunday. And so looking forward to that. But love to see the offense. I mean, they continue to can make huge plays and play very well. And Christian McCaffrey, I mean, it has been incredible. The amazing job that McCaffrey has been doing. And today, both running the football and receiving, just absolutely great. 49ers have just not only survived the hated Raiders, but they just upended the Raiders to eliminate them from playoff contention. Now the 49ers have just owned the Raiders in all-time record. Let's go. Let's go. Absolutely huge. Absolutely huge. I mean, when we're looking back now, I think if you look back at the 4 out of the last 5 49ers and Raiders games, the 49ers have won, winning in 2006, winning in 2010, winning in 2018, and now winning in 2022, and we now lead the all-time series record by 1 game. Excuse me. So by 1 game, we lead the all-time record, and I think it is 7-6 now for the San Francisco 49ers. So this was huge. I mean, I am so pumped right now. I am so excited. Again, I mean, the defense, they didn't play up to our standard. But nevertheless, this was a win, and this was a win against the Raiders. So it really means a lot. And to go into Las Vegas to get this huge win, and a lot was at stake, for us having this opportunity to be able to potentially get the number 1 seed, or now I think we are the 2 seed, having home field advantage for as many playoff games as we can get is going to be huge. So really huge to get this win today, 37-34 in overtime, as Robbie Gould kicks the game-winning 23-yard field goal. What a game. What a huge win for the San Francisco 49ers. Let's go, 49ers faithful. Let's go, 49ers faithful. Welcome in, everyone, to the 49ers post-game show. How's everyone doing today? One more game to go to finish the regular season. The 49ers getting ready for the playoffs. And, I mean, I'm so excited right now. What a huge win today to get this win in overtime against the Raiders. This was one of the most exciting games that we have ever seen for the San Francisco 49ers. Absolutely incredible. What's going on, Daniel? Let's go. Let's go, 49ers. What's going on, Tyler? How's it going? 49ers need to start the starters versus the Cardinals because number 1 seed is still up for grabs. Absolutely, definitely we got to, going into that game, looking to get a huge win and having that opportunity to potentially get the number 1 seed. That is going to be huge. So really looking forward to it. Can be huge. If the Eagles lose week 18, and I believe they are taking on the Cowboys, so what a game that is going to be. So certainly the number 1 seed is up for grabs, and I mean that'd be huge. That'd give an extra week of rest. Deebo Samuel with him coming back, and we've been getting healthy. Kinlaw came back. Kerry Hyder Jr. came back today. So we are getting healthy at just the right time. And, I mean, getting that number 1 seed would be huge. If we can potentially host the NFC Championship game against the Eagles, that would be huge. So going to be a lot of fun to see what's going to happen here in this last week of the season for the 49ers. An opportunity to get the number 1 seed in the NFC playoff picture, and I am just so excited right now. Let's go, San Francisco 49ers. What a huge win today. The 49ers defeat the Las Vegas Raiders 37-34 in overtime. 49ers win their 9th consecutive game. What a game today. What a win. Absolutely incredible. Want the 49ers to beat the hated Raiders to silence the Raider Nation. Absolutely, and bless you. Thank you, AM Echo Sky. Appreciate that. And absolutely, this game means so much to us fans. I mean, bragging rights. Certainly, had we not won this game, it would have been very embarrassing. And I definitely know that we would have been hearing from the Raider fans. So to have gotten this win, and to the Raider fans out there, this was a great game, good game, and that's what you love about this rivalry. Means a lot to us fans, and to get this huge win to beat the Raiders in overtime, and for the 49ers to continue playing great football. Didn't play our best today. The defense, that's an area where you were disappointed to see us give up as many yards in points. But certainly, I believe the 49ers defense is going to bounce back strong next Sunday against the Arizona Cardinals. So really looking forward having this opportunity to potentially get the number 1 seed in the NFC playoff picture. Going to be a lot of fun. And what a game today. What a win. 49ers faithful. Let's go 49ers. Let's go 49ers. We defeat the Las Vegas Raiders 37-34 in overtime as Robbie Gould kicks the game-winning 23-yard field goal in overtime. What a game. I mean, back and forth, a nail-biter. This was a stressful game to come out on top. Absolutely huge. What a win today. 49ers are the number 2 seed with Minnesota losing. Feels absolutely great to be the number 2 seed and now to have this opportunity to get the number 1 seed. What a game today. I mean, Ayuk, I love seeing him out there. He continues every week. He just continues to get better, making huge plays. He's always made huge plays, and he continues to get it done. Today, 9 catches, 101 receiving yards, the huge touchdown. Christian McCaffrey averaging over 6+ yards a carry, had 121 rushing yards and 72 receiving yards. So unbelievable performance for McCaffrey. George Kittle coming up with the big touchdown. This was a fun one. This was a great game. Brock Purdy, he has now won his 4th consecutive 49ers start. His first 4 49ers starts at quarterback. It's been a lot of fun to watch. Purdy continues to play well, and today certainly answered a big challenge coming from behind in this game with the 49ers trailing by 10. I mean, it was impressive to come back in this game, and that was fun to see. We had not seen Brock Purdy, how he would do coming from behind, and he continued to play very well. He was relaxed out there. Even when, the Niners were trailing, he didn't let the moment get too big. And, he's been so impressive. When I see Purdy out there, this is a quarterback that, he looks like he has been in the league that for so many years, that he is a veteran. And I have incredible confidence that Brock Purdy can go into the playoffs and continue to play at a high level. And the 49ers have a great opportunity to go all the way and win the Super Bowl this season. What a game today. What a win as the San Francisco 49ers defeat the Las Vegas Raiders 37-34 in overtime behind Robbie Gould's game-winning 23-yard field goal in overtime. What a win today, 49ers faithful. Let's go, San Francisco 49ers. How's everyone doing today as the 49ers get the huge win, 37-34 in overtime against the Raiders? What a game today. Not just bragging rights. They are trash talkers with their serious hustlers attitudes. Believe me, I have witnessed before. Certainly, when you look at, the fan base, certain fans, you have these kind of interactions with, and, it's unfortunate that comes up, and, the Raiders, if they have a reputation. I think, their fan base, they can certainly, so this game, when you're looking at, what this game meant to the rivalry, this win was huge, absolutely huge, to beat the Raiders today, to get this huge win, and to now be leading the all-time series, absolutely feels great. 49ers, I think it's 7-6 now, the all-time series. 49ers leading the all-time series by 1 win. So absolutely huge. The all-time series had been tied today. So the winner of today's game was going to be leading the all-time series. Let's go, San Francisco 49ers. What a game. What a huge win. It was a nail-biter. It got very stressful at the end of this game, but it feels so good to get this win, to see us make those huge plays at the end of the game. The defense, when the game was on the line, they continued to make huge plays. They stepped up again, and look, it was a very uncharacteristic game for this 49ers number one defense, but when the game was on the line, they continued to make huge plays. And in overtime for Gibson to get that interception, and then we drove down the field to get to a manageable 23-yard field goal attempt, and for GOULD to get the game-winning field goal as we get the huge 37-34 win in overtime against the Las Vegas Raiders. Let's go, San Francisco 49ers. Let's go, 49ers faithful. 49ers are taking the Super Bowl. Remember this, everybody. Welcome in. Explore the earth. Absolutely. I'm right there with you. I believe this 49ers team is on their way to the Super Bowl. And I believe you will see this number one defense bounce back strong today. Today was an uncharacteristic game, but sometimes you're going to have these games throughout a long season. And fortunately for the 49ers, the defense, they stepped up when the game was on the line, made huge plays. So despite the uncharacteristic game, when the game was on the line, the defense got the job done. And that is what they have been able to do this year. And it's an area where that separates them from other top defenses. When the game has been on the line, our defense has been able to get those huge stops, and it's just been amazing. And we've been able to get the turnovers today, a couple of interceptions, absolutely huge. Brock Purdy, he continues to play well, 284 passing yards, throwing for two more touchdowns today. Love what we're seeing from Brock Purdy. What a game today. What a win. And the 49ers look at the number 2 seed, and with an opportunity to potentially get the number 1 seed. Love the way this San Francisco 49ers team is playing, and we have a great opportunity to go all the way and make it to the Super Bowl. Let's go, San Francisco 49ers. Let's go, 49ers faithful. Player of the game, Aim Echo Sky, taking Brock Purdy, Christian McCaffrey, Brandon Ayuk, Tashawn Gibson, and with a great interception, clutch performance, courtesy of Nick Bosa, pressure on Jarrett Stidham. What a play that was. What a play in overtime. And, you know, even with the game going to overtime, I still felt very good. Even after the Raiders had won the toss, you know, was feeling very good about our defense, that they could get a huge stop and that we would have an opportunity to win this game. And it was huge. I love the way we responded. You know, that's how, you know, a top team plays. You know, when adversity strikes, you know, you find out what you're really made out of. And, I mean, with our backs against the wall in this game, the 49ers, they stepped up. They answered the bell. Let's go, San Francisco 49ers. Let's go, 49ers faithful. Love the picks of the game. Echo Sky, I mean, Purdy was unbelievable. Another terrific game for him with over 284 passing yards, throwing for 2 more touchdowns. Christian McCaffrey, it was amazing what he did today, rushing for over 100 plus rushing yards, with 121 rushing yards and then 72 receiving yards. Brandon Ayuk, 100 plus receiving yard game. Absolutely amazing what we're seeing from Brandon Ayuk. Such a great player. And I mean, it's going to be so much fun, you know, when we see Deebo Samuel return to this 49ers offense. Maybe we'll see him in the last game. You know, it'd be if he's good to go, or we'll, you know, he'll be able to get another week of rest before the wild card round. Unless, of course, the Niners end up being the number 1 seed. A win next Sunday and a Eagles loss, and the 49ers would secure the number 1 seed in the NFC playoff picture. So going to be very exciting to see what happens here in the final week of the regular season. What's going on, 49ers media? Ayuk was awesome. Ayuk was incredible today. I love watching what he is doing out there. Kittle, another big touchdown. 49ers defense, they stepped up, made some huge plays when the game was on the line. Uncharacteristic game for this 49ers number 1 defense, but they made huge plays. They stepped up when the game was on the line. So I think you will see this number 1 defense for the 49ers bounce back strong next Sunday against the Arizona Cardinals in our final game before the playoffs. And so excited right now, an opportunity to get the number 1 seed. Let's go, San Francisco 49ers. And we are going to be getting to my pick of the game. Would love to hear who you're taking as the pick of the game, if you haven't already shared your pick of the game. And I'm going to take Brock Purdy. I'm going with Brock Purdy. Another fantastic performance for Brock Purdy. He continues to impress. I mean, what he has been doing has been so impressive. In another big game, a big challenge today. You know, coming from behind, down 10 points in this game, I think was a great challenge for Brock Purdy, and he answered the bell today. And you love what we're seeing from Brock Purdy out there. He continues to impress. And I mean, you know, the way that he is relaxed out there, he is relaxed in the pocket. He is scanning the field. And, you know, he made some mistakes today, but, you know, those are going to be learning mistakes that are going to happen. You know, the interception, you know, he threw that. There were 2 defenders on Kittle. So, you know, certainly he could have placed the football better there. But I think that was only his 2nd interception that he has thrown. So, you know, Purdy has played so well. And, you know, even being just the rookie, I think that he is going to go into the playoffs and continue to be himself out there, continue to play relaxed and play to his abilities. He can be a great mobile quarterback. His athleticism can extend plays. So you love what we're seeing from him. He can make those deep throws. So I love what we saw today. Another great game for Purdy. He answered the bell, and excited to see him in another start next Sunday against the Arizona Cardinals for the 49ers. Their final game before the playoffs. It's going to be a fun one as we are looking to win our 10th consecutive game in a row. Made a comeback 24-14 before a heart-pounding battle that ended up with a 37-34 win in overtime against the Las Vegas Raiders. Let's go, San Francisco 49ers. Let's go, 49ers faithful. What a game. What a win today. Let's make some noise for that YouTube algorithm. I see your comments, your likes, and your engagement. And I want to say thank you so much to each and every one of you out there. This support and this feedback really means a lot to me. This feedback lets YouTube know that this video is relevant. So then YouTube knows to recommend this video to as many San Francisco 49ers fans and football fans out there. So thank you everyone so much. All it takes just half a second of your time to hit that like button, and this really helps out the YouTube algorithm, and let's absolutely shock the YouTube algorithm, and let's show them how 49ers faithful does it, and hit that like button. Thank you so much everyone for your incredible support. Thank you for taking valuable time out of your day to check out this 49ers post-game show. Really means a lot to me. What a win, 49ers faithful. We defeat the Las Vegas Raiders 37-34 behind Robbie Gould's game-winning 23-yard field goal in overtime. And the San Francisco 49ers have won their 9th consecutive game. Let's go, San Francisco 49ers. Let's go. What's going on, Uncle Tom? What is going on? What a great game. What a great game. I mean, your Raiders, they put up a great fight today. This was a fun one. It was a nail biter. This game was back and forth. Stidham, I mean, he was really impressive today. And to do what the Raiders did, I mean, against our number one defense, it was a very impressive showing by the Raiders. And, they played us very tough. They played us very tough. This was a great battle. Great game. Raiders did a lot better than everyone thought. I believe we found our QB, Jarrett Stidham. Until next time, best diehard Raider freak. Absolutely best of luck, Uncle Tom, to your Raiders. It was a fun battle today. Looking forward to the next 49ers Raiders battle. Hopefully we can be able to attend that one in person. It's going to be a fun one. So thank you again, everyone. Shout out to the Raiders fan base. Hats off to them. Absolutely, great fan base. And what we said earlier, there's, I would say a small, they're bad apple, kind of fans, you're going to have that with all fan bases. And, really great. Yeah. Great Raiders fan base. Very passionate fans. They love their team, and, so it's always fun going against the Raiders. It's going to be a great challenge, a great fight. So what a fun one it was today. Let's go, San Francisco 49ers. Let's go, 49ers faithful. The 49ers get the huge win, 37-34 in overtime behind Robbie Gould's game-winning 23-yard field goal. What a win. What a game today. Hope everyone has a great rest of your night. And let's go, San Francisco 49ers. Let's go.